first thing I would recommend, stop feeding them the details of your daily life. If they ask you, how did your day go? It was fine. How was your night? It was great. How was the weekend? It was wonderful. Thank you very much. How was yours? Because it's really not about having 20 friends. It's more about having quality people that know who you are, quality people that respect you, and most importantly, people that would help you grow or get to where you know you need to get to in life. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, I am Damsey from Nigeria, not the US, but I love the shirt, so I'm going to keep it. And you're most welcome to this crystal amazing community. And so if you're new in this video and you know that you're interested in lifestyle topics, skincare, beauty topics, consider subscribing to this wonderful amazing channel, because we talk a lot on those topics each time. A lot. So yeah, I'm so excited that you clicked on this video, because today we're going to be talking about boundaries in relationships, basically boundaries in our general social life. So first things first, why are boundaries important in our social life? Why are boundaries important in your social life? Why are boundaries important in my own social life? Well, the first thing I would say is that boundaries are very important because they help us to filter out energies that are not compatible with who we are. When you stand firm with your belief, you won't easily be able to attract people that are complete opposite of that belief. At the end of the day, you end up attracting people of similar energies, people that are of similar beliefs. So secondly, boundaries are important because they help attract fewer but quality friends. And so thirdly, they create room for personal growth in your life. And yeah, so basically, if you don't allow room for quality people to come into your life, you don't really get to grow that much. So with all three importance being said, the next question you ask yourself is, so how do I set boundaries in my life or in my social life? So personally, I have these two key factors that have worked for me, and these were the two key factors that I carefully looked at in order to set my own boundaries that have really helped my life and has really helped me to really grow from who I was before to who I am now. It's still a work in progress basically, but I believe that these two key factors are one of the most important things to consider when setting boundaries in your life. The first major key factor, I believe, is evaluating your core beliefs. So basically, evaluating your core beliefs and deciding which of those beliefs are your major priorities that you know that you will not easily compromise for any, not easily. The core beliefs that you know that no matter who, no matter what the situation is, no matter where, these are the beliefs that you will never ever compromise just for someone else's happiness or for someone else's desires. Yeah, I feel like you might think that that sounds really harsh, but trust me, even you yourself, we all have those core beliefs that, you know, these are things that we've come to grow up to really truly accept as a pure truth, and these are not something that you can easily compromise or change because of, or give up because of some other person. So my first advice is to have a sit down with yourself and try to evaluate all your core beliefs and determine the ones that are your main priority. Those ones are basically the ones that you cannot easily, you know, give up or compromise for somebody else's happiness. For instance, if you are somebody who strongly believes in your heart that being wealthy is about having enough money to take care of your needs and your wants all together, and also being able to have good health and quality friends, quality family, and you strongly believe this in your heart, you need to make a boundary or to decide that no matter what, you're not going to allow people with the belief that being wealthy and rich is just all about the money and less about the quality of your own personal life and the friends, the people you keep around you. It's easy to just, you can just decide to not accept those kind of people to come into your inner circle, if that makes any sense, because before you know it, you find yourself living life carelessly, not taking care of your health. You just believe that it's all about the money and it will make you extra careless with your life. I mean, I feel like it's very, very understandable, because this explains why a lot of the rich and successful people in our world today only move with people of similar mindsets. And that also goes the saying that who you associate yourself with will determine who you become in life. So it's very easy to block out such people from coming into your inner circle, because you know that this belief is not the kind of belief you want to have going forward. These are not the kind of people that you want around your space. So the second key factor is to sit down and think about your major worst experience with someone or with people in your past personal life. Think about moments where you have allowed yourself to get really disappointed or badly hurt over and over and over again by people, and moments that you've allowed yourself to fail, or you failed at something. So just think around these areas and come up with a strategy to help you to avoid going through that failure. So think about this moment and think about a very good tactic to help you to avoid such things from happening. So this tactic is basically like one of your guiding rules to prevent you from being affected by that very thing again in your life. For example, if you're the kind of person who is always quick to assist your friend financially whenever they are in need, and each of those times that you've helped your friend in the past financially whenever he or she is in need, they've always ended up not paying you back, or like paying the amount that they borrowed, or they always end up waiving it or still disrespecting you and still treating you like trash, you can come to decide on your own and in your heart that okay, you will never be quick to help your friend financially again. So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as just setting that boundary, making them understand that you're not Santa Claus. You are also a human being and you deserve respect, and you also have the right to say no over your own money, if that makes any sense. So basically, I feel like this is one of the most important areas to develop your boundaries from. In areas where you've either failed or you've been heartbroken or you've been disappointed by people or by situations, form a boundary that okay, this is what I would do in order to avoid this pain or this hurt again, because there's always a chance that they'll always reoccur. So yeah, you want to definitely consider that factor very, very carefully. So what happens if the people that you have allowed into your personal space or into your inner circle start to affect your life negatively? How do you eject them out of your personal inner circle? Well, it's actually very simple. First thing I would recommend, stop feeding them the details of your daily life. If they ask you, how did your day go? It was fine. How was your night? It was great. How was the weekend? It was wonderful. Thank you very much. How was yours? If you answer them like that, it doesn't give much room for them to be able to ask extra question from that, as compared to when they ask you how did your day go, and then you start giving them how you went from 200k to 250k in 2 hours because you posted this particular video you've been working on for weeks, and da 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 da. You're giving them more room to ask you more questions. They could ask you, oh, how did you do it? Or is it a particular video, this particular video? Okay, how was the video? How did you come up with the idea? You're giving them room to ask more questions and still come into your life more and more, which is what you're trying to avoid. So the second thing I would recommend is hang out with them less often than you usually would before, because I'm saying less often. I didn't say like stop hanging out with them completely, and that is because when you stop all of a sudden, it becomes kind of suspicious that, oh, they start to suspect that, oh, there is definitely something wrong, and they want to come and fix it. But it's at a stage where it doesn't necessarily need fixing. You've only come to realize that this person's way of life just doesn't really sit with who you are and where you are going in life. So you don't want them to think that you have taken them as an enemy or that you have an issue with them. Your main goal is just to make them feel like you have other important things to do and you don't really have enough time to go around for everybody in your life, which includes them. So it's as simple as that, and it's also very easy to do without arousing any suspicion. The third thing that I would recommend is don't make them feel anything less of themselves or unworthy, because like I said, you're not trying to make an enemy out of them. And the fact is that sometimes when you've come to realize that a particular person is no longer fit to be in your life, it's not necessarily because maybe they're bad. No, that might not be the case. You just realize that their way of life, their belief, their way of thinking is different from yours, and you going forward, this is not the kind of people that you want to carry along. This is not the kind of mindset or belief that you want. So therefore, you have to be the one to transfer them from your inner circle to the outer circle, or even out of your circle if you feel that is necessary. So be careful not to make them a villain or to make them think that you hate them. That is not the case. That is why whatever strategy you choose to do in order to distance them from your inner circle, you have to do it gradually. So above everything being said, I urge you to try to understand that, first of all, it's not about being able to fluently communicate who you are and what you stand for to other people so as to prevent the wrong kind of people from getting into your life. It's more about you remembering what you stand for, remembering where you started from and what got you there in the first place, and always reminding yourself of that person, reminding yourself of the core person that you truly are, even in the midst of distractions and in the midst of being around lovely, exciting friends, because it's really not about having 20 friends. It's more about having quality people that know who you are, quality people that respect you, and most importantly, people that would help you grow or get to where you know you need to get to in life. Secondly, don't allow into your personal circle the people who are a representation or a figure of your disbeliefs. Instead, make sure that the people that you're bringing into your inner circle are people that are either already the kind of person that you want to become, or people who have the potential to become that person that you're planning to become. So I'm not saying that if you're poor and you want to be rich, only hang out with rich friends. I'm saying that, yeah, you can hang out with rich friends if you're lucky enough to have rich friends who really want to be close to you. And also, don't look down on the ones that have the potential, like those that are also actively doing their best, doing the right things according to your own values and beliefs, and they're also trying to get to the top, also associate yourself with such people. I think that's about everything that I have to say on this particular topic, and I want you guys to remember these are only my opinions. I may not have represented everything that I needed to say in the best way possible, but I do hope that you really understand what I'm trying to communicate and what I'm trying to explain. I hope that you really understand my demonstrations, and most of all, I hope that you really consider setting boundaries in your social life, because you really need it. I really need it. Thank you very much for sticking to this point of this video. Yeah, subscribe to this channel if you like videos or topics like this, and if you haven't already, and don't forget to turn on the post notification button so that you can get notified when I post my next video. And have a very wonderful day, and thank you very much for stopping by. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.